Hi everyone, welcome back to CodeChef. In the previous video, we learned about equal to and not equal to operators. Now we are completing our comparison toolkit with 4 more operators: greater than, lesser than, greater than or equal to, and lesser than or equal to. These operators let you compare values to see which one is bigger or smaller. These operators are essential for creating conditions, validating inputs, checking thresholds, and making decisions in your programs. Whether you're comparing temperatures, prices, grades, or ages, these operators are the tools you need. As always, code along with me on CodeChef. The link is in the description. Type out each example yourself and try changing the values to see how the comparisons change. That's the best way to truly understand how these operators work. First, I'll explain the greater than operator and show you how to compare which value is larger. Then, we'll explore less than to see which is smaller. After that, we'll learn greater than or equal to and less than or equal to, which check for both equality and size. For each operator, we'll write real programs together, and I'll explain every line in detail. These operators build on equal to or not equal to operators we learned before. If you haven't watched that video, I recommend checking it out first. Now previously we learned how to check if values are equal or not. But if you need to know which value is bigger or smaller, we use relational comparison operators. For example, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Just like equal to and not equal to, these operators compare two values, return 1 for true and return 0 for false. And the common use cases are age verification, temperature monitoring, price comparison, grade evaluation. Now let us explore each operator in detail. We'll start with the greater than operator. The greater than operator is written as a single greater than sign. This operator checks if the value on the left is larger than the value on the right. It asks if the first value is bigger. Now the syntax for the same is value 1 is greater than value 2. If the program returns 1, which gives us true, is when value 1 is greater than value 2, and if it returns 0, which means false, is when value 1 is less than or equal to value 2. The operator is very specific. 5 is greater than 3 returns 1. That is because 5 is actually greater than 3. 3 is greater than 5 returns 0. And 5 is greater than 5 returns 0 because it is not greater than 5, they are equal. Now let's see a practical example where we check if the temperature is above the freezing point of water. This is useful in weather applications, temperature monitoring systems, or any scenario where you need to check thresholds. We start our code by including a standard library inclusion, then include our main function. Then we declare a double variable current temperature and set it to 25.0. This represents the current temperature in Celsius. Then we declare a double variable freezing point and set it to 0.0. This is the freezing point of water in Celsius, the threshold that we want to check against. Then we come to the printf statement. This is our first temperature check. The expression current temperature is greater than freezing point, where current temperature is 25.0 and freezing point is 0.0. Here is 25.0 greater than 0.0 is asked. In C, these two values are compared, and since 25.0 is greater, the return value is 1. Now, for the next statement, this is a comment that explains that we are about to change the temperature to below freezing point. So the current temperature is changed to minus 5.0. So before it was 25.0, and after that we have changed right now to minus 5.0. So this might be for whatever reason, a weather change, moving to a different location or whatever. Now again, our next comment is explaining that we are comparing again with the new temperature. Alright, so our next printf statement is the expression current temperature greater than freezing point, where our current temperature is now minus 5.0 and freezing point is still 0.0. So the operator is asking, is minus 5.0 greater than 0.0? Now C compares it again, and since minus 5.0 is not greater than 0.0, it returns 0 or false. Now let's try running this program and see. So when you run this program, you can see that the current temperature is greater than the freezing point question returns to the answer of 1, and is the current temperature greater than the freezing point returns to the answer of 0, which is true and false respectively. Now let's learn about the opposite of greater than, the less than operator, which is written as the less than sign. The less than operator checks if the value on the left is smaller than the value on the right. It asks, is the first value smaller? The syntax for the same is value 1 is smaller than value 2. The return value for the same is, if it returns 1, which means true, is when value 1 is less than value 2. And if it returns 0, which means false, is when value 1 is greater than value 2. So if 3 is lesser than 5 returns 1, it is true because 3 is less than 5, and 5 is less than 3 returns 0, which is false because 5 is not less than 3, and 5 is less than 5 returns 0 again because 5 is not less than 5, they are equal. But if A is greater than B is true, then B is smaller than A is also true because they're checking the same relationship from different sides. So now let's see an example. So this example is comparing shoe sizes. This demonstrates how the less than operator works in a real world shopping or inventory scenario. Alright, we start by including our standard library and main function, and then we declare shoe size 1 with value 8. This represents the size of the first pair of shoes. And then we declare another shoe size 2 with value 10. Now our comment explains we're using less than operator, and our printf statement uses the expression shoe size 1 smaller than shoe size 2. Here shoe size 1 is 8 and shoe size 2 is 10. So the operator is asking, is size 8 less than size 10? And 8 is less than 10, so we get a return value of 1, which represents that it's true. So now our next comment explains that we are changing shoe size 1 to a larger size. So in the next line we can see that shoe size 1 is updated to 11. Before it was 8 and now it is 11. Now the first pair is actually bigger than the second pair. So in our next printf statement, you can see that we compare that shoe size 1 and shoe size 2 again. Here we ask the same question, is it smaller than shoe size 2? And since it's not smaller, we get the return value of 0. Now let's try running this program, and you can see that shoe size 1 less than shoe size 2 comes as 1 because initially it was smaller, and in the second time it wasn't smaller, so it returns a 0. Now let's talk about our combined operator greater than or equal to, which is written as greater than or equal to sign. This operator checks if the left value is either greater or equal to the right value. It asks, is the first value bigger or the same? And the syntax is value 1 is greater than or equal to value 2. Now let's look at an example. Here we are comparing employee salaries. This shows how greater than or equal to is used to check if someone meets or exceeds a salary threshold. Alright, so we start with our standard input output library, and that's where our main function begins. And our next line is about our first employee salary, which is 50,000. Okay, our second employee salary 2 is 55,000. Now our next line is a comment that explains we are checking if the first salary is greater than or equal to the second. So in our printf statement, the expression employee salary 1 is greater than or equal to employee salary 2 is asking if 50,000 is greater than or equal to 55,000. So is 50,000 greater than 55,000? No. And is 50,000 equal to 55,000? No. So since neither condition is met, it returns to the value of 0, which represents false. Now, the next comment explains that we are changing employee salary 1 to a higher amount. So now we update employee salary 1 to 60,000. Before it was 50,000 and now we have changed it to 60,000. So our next comment says that we are comparing again with the updated salary. So in the printf statement, you can see that employee salary 1 is compared and asked if it is greater than or equal to employee salary 2. Now, employee salary 1 is 60,000 and employee salary 2 is 55,000. So the operator is asking, is it greater than or equal to? So is 60,000 greater than 55,000? Yes. So this alone makes it true. We don't need to check whether if it's equal or not. So it prints the return value as 1. So now after adding a return 0 and closing the bracket, let's try running this program and you'll see. So the output for is employee salary 1 greater than or equal to employee salary 2 comes as 0 because initially it was not, and is employee salary 1 greater than or equal to employee salary 2 comes true because we changed the values and it did become greater. Finally, let's learn the last comparison operator, less than or equal to, which is written as less than or equal to sign. This operator checks if the left value is either less than or equal to the right value. It asks, is the first value smaller or the same? So the syntax value is value 1 is less than or equal to value 2. The return value for the same is if it returns 1, which means true, is if value 1 is less than or equal to value 2, and if it returns 0, which means false, is only if value 1 is greater than value 2. The key difference here from lesser than sign is 5 lesser than 5 returns 0 because it is false. 5 is not less than 5, and 5 is lesser than or equal to 5 returns 1 because 5 is less than or equal to 5. Now let's look at a practical example which compares student grades. So this demonstrates how less than or equal to is used in educational systems to check if a grade is within a certain range or below a maximum. So we start by including our standard libraries, and then our main function starts with the int main, and here we declare grade 1 with the value of 85 and grade 2 with the value of 90. So these are the two students' grade and they are scored out of 100. And now this is a comment that explains we're using less than or equal to operator. Now next, in our printf statement, we use the expression grade 1 is less than or equal to grade 2, wherein grade 1 is 85 and grade 2 is 90. So the operator is asking if 85 is less than or equal to 90. And since that is true, it will return a value of 1. Now in the next comment, we is explaining that we are changing the grade 1 to a greater value, and grade 1 is changed to 95. So now here in our next comment, we are explaining that we will compare it again, and in the printf statement you can see that we are using the expression again and comparing the grade 1 and grade 2 again. So now grade 1 is 95 and grade 2 is 90. Alright, so what happens here is now we are comparing and we can see that 95 is not less than 90 and it is not equal to 90 also. So since neither of the conditions is met, it returns 0 as or false. So now we complete this program with return 0 and our closing bracket, and now let's try running this program. Let's see the output. So the output for the same is grade 1 less than or equal to grade 2 comes as 1 because it was true in the first condition, and in the second condition it was false, so the output comes as to 0. Now let's create a complete reference chart for all 6 comparisons. Now for equal to, the question we ask is, are they the same? It returns 1 when the values are equal. For example, 5 is equal to 5 is 1 and is true. For not equal to, the question we ask is, are they different? It returns 1 when the values are not equal. Example, 5 is not equal to 3 is true. The next is greater than. The question we ask is the left value bigger? It returns 1 when the left value is greater than the right value. For example, 5 is greater than 3, which is true. Note that 5 is greater than 5 comes as false because they are equal and not greater than each other. The next is less than. The question we ask is the left value smaller? It returns 1 when the left value is smaller than the right value. Now for example, 3 is smaller than 5 is true and it returns 1. You have to note that 5 smaller than 5 is false again because they're equal and not smaller than each other. The next operator is greater than or equal to. The question is the left value bigger or the same? It returns 1 when the left value is greater or the left value is equal to the right value. For example, 5 is greater than or equal to is 1 because they are equal and it counts, and 5 is greater than or equal to 3 is also true because it is greater. Now, less than or equal to. The question is asked is if the left value is smaller or the same. It returns 1 when the left value is smaller than the right value or left is equal to right. For example, 5 is smaller than or equal to 5, which is true because they are equal, and 3 is smaller than or equal to 5, which is again true because it is smaller. The relationship between these operators are the greater than and the less than or equal to are opposite. The less than and the greater than or equal to are opposites, and the equal to and not equal to are opposites. Excellent work! Now you have a complete understanding of all 6 comparison operators in C. Head over to CodeChef and practice comparing different values. Try all 6 operators with various data types and see how they behave. Keep practicing and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding!